I think I'm excited about the playoffs. You got a few play-in games tonight. Not a ton of buzz around these. You got the Bulls and the who are the Bulls? The Bulls and the Heat, but the Heat without Jimmy Butler. So nobody really cares who wins that one, to be honest, other than maybe
I'm still taking the Heat.
Fans of each team. Are you? Yeah, I mean, look, Heat culture. I mean, they got heart. Still got Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero.
I just
Bulls have played well. Kobe White has, had a nice year.
He had a big game.
You got
man.
DeMar. Yeah, he had a nice game.
What do you have, 42? Was it 52?
Yeah, 42. He's had a good season. He's going to be on some ballots, Rob, I bet he finishes in the top 3 most improved.
He's got all that hair going, too, man.
Yeah. He's second on my ballot for most improved. But I got the Bulls, so we'll see. But I think whoever wins without Jimmy Butler, they're getting smashed in round 1 by the Celtics. And then in the West, you got Sacramento and New Orleans. And again, the steam is kind of gone out of that with Zion hurt. Rob, if Zion had not gotten hurt and he was coming off a 40-piece, right, against the Lakers, there'd be a lot of excitement about this tonight because you'd be thinking, okay, Zion, maybe he's arrived. And, we're hoping he makes the playoffs, and we want to see what he does against OKC. But not to be. And so we'll see who wins that game. But also, Rob, tomorrow the playoffs begin in earnest, the real playoffs. And that's what everyone is excited about. And the big series, of course, there are a lot of them. But the Lakers and the Nuggets in a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals, and a lot up, riding on this series and on these playoffs in general, of course. But Rob, what do you think? LeBron's got a lot riding on it. Jokic has a lot riding on it. What would what is something you think each of these players or one in particular has, is really playing for?
Chris, without question, the Joker is playing for a spot in the top 10 in the NBA.
Top 10
players.
Ever?
Yes.
What?
Top 10, and I'm going, just hear me out with this.
Yeah, I'm going to hear you out.
Hear me out.
You got to name the other 9.
No, I can't. I don't.
There's
I
like
don't
15 people in everybody's top 10.
I got it. I got it. But I'm talking about when I'm looking at what he was able to accomplish last year, averaging the triple-double, how he annihilated the record books in the postseason. Now, obviously, Chris, a lot has to happen before I'm jumping there, so just follow me.
He has to win the championship.
Win the MVP and the championship, okay? Win the MVP and the championship, same as last year. If he does that, Chris, back-to-back, and he's won 3 of the last 4 MVPs, and again, puts in the postseason to a postseason to remember, it's going to be hard to not look at this guy and think, with supposedly all this talent, all people talk about, all the modern players say that this is the best talent ever assembled, that these guys are the most skilled ever. My God, look at Magic. He couldn't even jump. Look at these guys. They were plumbers.
Neither can Jokic.
They were all this guy. Well, I'm just saying, but they're talking about during that time. And my point is, he's rewriting record books. He's piling up. There's only been 15 players that won multiple MVPs. And for this guy to be on the verge of, Chris, 3 out of 4, no all-star teammate, how in the world could we not look at this guy and put him in the top 10 and think he's not one of the 10 best players we've ever seen play? And if you ask me who he would knock out Steph from your top 10, I would put the Joker in over Steph moving forward. If he accomplishes everything I talk about. If he doesn't, Chris, all bets are off. So I want to make it very clear he's not there. He's got to have
ahead of Wilt.
He's got to be a yes. I would put him in the top 10. I really would.
All right. I'm not going to kill you as much as you might think He's to me, no.
Okay.
But he is a player, and even if he doesn't win, he's still this. But certainly if he does, he is a player who potentially, Rob, could crack the top 10. But he's got to win more than just 2. I don't think there's anybody, at least in my top 10, there's nobody in there with just 2 titles. How in the world are we putting him in with just 2?
Back to back. I'm talking about what we just saw last year. It's got to be of
That's
that
fine,
proportion.
but Giannis had a historic performance too. I know he didn't go back to back, but even if he had 2, Rob, Bill Russell's got 11. Wilt has 2, but he's not in my top 10. Kareem's got 6 rings. Moses is not in there. Larry Bird's got 3. Steph's got 4. Magic 5. Shaq 4. Kobe 5. LeBron 4. Now, I will grant you, if he wins the championship this year, he is definitely a guy that might finish in the top 10. Olajuwon's not in my top 10. So if he wins it this year, he's ahead of Olajuwon?
Yes.
I think that's a battle.
And here
I think that's a question.
Because there's no second guy like that. That's the part. And I'm not.
Well, Jamal Murray is going to be a Hall of. If they win it,
but he's not an all-star teammate. That's pretty impressive.
Jamal Murray though is an all-star caliber player. Would you acknowledge that?
But he's not an all-star. Right.
It's amazing because I even think maybe now he's actually tracking toward the Hall of Fame. But if they win another one, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Look, no disrespect to like a Michael Cooper, but Jamal Murray is a playoff assassin. They can't win it without Jamal Murray. He is a bad boy, but I give you, they're officially no all-star teammate. Dirk didn't have one when he won his one, and he beat the big 3 in Miami. So I think you're going way too fast. I'm not saying Jokic couldn't one day get there, but to say he's there after just 2 rings, what if he doesn't win another one after that?
Yeah, but
he's top 10. MVPs, of course, are very important. But Shaq's got 1. Kobe's got 1. Does that mean Jokic is better than them?
No, but I'm just saying in this day and age, without having the most of these guys who have won, LeBron and Steph, they got 3 and 4 Hall of Famers. They got 3 and 4.
Yeah, but but it's not just LeBron and Steph. That's always been the case.
Okay,
Magic had probably the most.
Okay, and he's doing
ever
to win 3 out of 4 MVPs back to back. And I'm talking about a performance like we saw where he had the average or triple double. If he does something on par with that, I would look at him, Chris, and think he is in the top 10, and he's still got years to go.
Right,
he got years to go.
I'm fine with him tracking toward the top 10. Because I do think if he wins it this year, Rob, I don't think anybody, honestly, other than you, I don't think anybody will put him in the top 10. But I do think people would say, okay, that's the next step. Just like we talked with about LeBron as far as, okay, the next thing for him to do is to become the GOAT. That's like the only mountain left for him to climb. I think we would say for Jokic, this is the mountain that he has to climb. This is a guy that could be in the top 10. Is he going to replace Bird? Is he going to replace Kobe? Is he going to replace Steph? Whoever. But this is a guy that, let's see, if he can win another one or maybe 2 more, he will join the top 10. But definitely not after just 2. No way after 2.